That said, Mr. Horn, Mr. Crawford, gentlemen, let's do this.
The simply sublime, excellently skilled Terence "Bud" Crawford. We are underway for the world title fight. Crawford and Horn. And let it be noted, Robert Byrd, the third man inside the ropes, the veteran referee. Robert Byrd, the referee, to break fighters on the inside, wants to be able to get work done on the inside.
Every time Horn steps in, he gets out just far enough, and he tries to counter just like there.
Getting after it pretty early here. As he's southpaw now.
He usually starts
check hook because Horn lunges in just like that with his head.
Oh, Horn comes in with a right hand that lands flush on Crawford.
And that you saw Horn drop low like he was going to the body and loop the looping right hand and caught Crawford backing out.
Comes back in, and there's Crawford that does check that right hand hook from that southpaw position.
Doesn't matter if he gets hit or not. He's going to finish his combination, and that's dangerous for Crawford.
His body has changed. He's far more muscular and cut up than the Jeff Horn that defeated Manny Pacquiao.
Working with a nutritionist, he definitely has a different body. Not as skinny as he quite thought.
Terence off the mark right there. It's hard to judge Horn's movement. Different looks. Him switching up, going to the outside.
Because he was bullied mercilessly. The other guy got tossed out of at least 5 schools for basically being a bully.
Pretty good looking opening round here, and good exchange there as Crawford able to land. Horn had the big right hand. Crawford had a couple good combinations, including the work to the belt. Three-time Fighter of the Year, the current 2017 ESPN Fighter of the Year, also been honored by the Boxing Writers of America to carry the weight from lightweight up to welterweight and win a crown. That is what he's trying to do tonight, the American from Omaha.
Horn coming in, trying to land the right hand. The way you beat a softball, you got to land that right hand. It's kryptonite to a softball. Straight right hand, looping right hand. Change the trajectory on it.
Bomac is the trainer of Bud Crawford. Bernardo, what was he saying to Bud?
He's got to avoid the burst that Jeff Horn tries to come in with, but not moving straight back. He's got to look for angles and not straight back. That's the key.
He's very awkward.
Very awkward.
Very aggressive, very awkward.
Terence still having a hard time finding that rhythm. See, he can't even land that jab right now. Don't allow you to let your combinations or your counters go. He gets close to you.
Left hand to the body from Crawford.
Or a bigger guy like him.
Undoubtedly a bigger guy. Naturally the bigger man. Thus the left hand that landed moments ago with the reaction time of Crawford.
Now you see the transition. Terence now, he was walking forward. He sees that Horn, there are holes and opportunities. He can't get greedy though. Horn will fire back at him.
There's Horn trying to get to work on that belt line on the inside. Trying to come with a left uppercut as Horn came forward. End of 2 in our world title fight. There's that body shot, that last round from Bud Crawford. That was the signature punch of that second round.
Absolutely, and those shots will take effect later on in the fight.
We're listening to Glenn Rushton instilling yet more confidence. Part Tony Robbins, part Chuck Norris.
Let him go. There you
made
go.
a fortune in real estate. He's a karate teacher by trade.
Been so many feature stories done on him. The book on Jeff Horn, major motion picture coming out of trainer to fighter. That time he came forward and Bud nailed him.
Right hook.
Charging in with a right hand, and now they exchange in the middle of the ring. Bud, more the aggressor that time, doubling up the jab, trying to come with a straight left hand. Horn fires back.
Now Terence sees the opportunity that once he counters, Horn steps back with his hands down to try to reset.
And looks to sort of bully on the inside.
There was another right hand from Horn that came in there.
And what Crawford says is, do not mistake me with Manny Pacquiao. I am bigger, I am stronger, I am in my prime.
There is Miss Deborah, Bud Crawford's mother. The dynamic relationship between Deborah and her son, and all that Bud Crawford overcame to arrive to this mountaintop of a career.
With straight punches.
Makes it fun, doesn't it? Snapping that jab is Crawford off the right hip. Straight in his Horn again. That was 3 weeks prior to his December title defense. just falling forward that time. Defensive flaw. Crawford couldn't take advantage, but a left hand hits the mark. And now a pop jab. And a good left-handed combination from the American.
Well, you know who's more fundamentally sound? It's Terence Crawford. Dropping his hands, moving out at distance, close distance, close range.
Excellent round from Bud Crawford.
You got some blood over the right eye.
And Terence is smart enough to follow him and land that 1-2.
They put a grease on that brow of the right eye of Jeff Horn. CompuBox tallying things up. The power punches in the last round, dominating round for the American Bud Crawford. 6 of those he's thrown. If there is one stat you look at with Bud Crawford, it's his accuracy of power punches. He's dynamic with it. Referee here in Vegas, our unofficial judge ringside tonight, he has Crawford up 3-0.
Ricky Hatton, Floyd Mayweather.
How so?
As the fight go on, fighters weaken.
I mean, there's nothing that Horn is doing here that's going to slow down Bud Crawford later in the fight. He's not working the body.
It should be noted because we talked so much about that being the one way he could go about his business.
You guys think I am coming up in this division. I mean, his contemporaries in the amateurs, he's going to beat each of them. His move to welterweight was not a casual. And if you look at his back, he's a welterweight.
Broad and muscular. He also has reach just beyond his measurable height. Another good lead left hand from the Nebraskan. And he looks confident right now. And now it is Bud Crawford and Vasily Lomachenko who vie for that title. Tonight would be a crowning achievement to become a 3-division champion if Crawford keeps up like this. Good start to round number 5.
He wants to stay right in front of him, blocking counter, blocking counters. Horn is not even using his jab, guys, to get in. It's the first problem.
He's befuddled. As Horn was against Pacquiao, he'd never endured a 9th round as Horn did against Pacquiao with Bud Crawford. Now you see why.
Well, Bud Crawford don't want to be here. He wants to be there. He shouldn't be on the ropes like that. He's comfortable. He's in control. Aspect of the ring right now. Inside, middle, outside, even a wrestling battle.
And there is the wrestling battle that Robert Byrd will bring to an end and then bring these guys together.
You hold him. Don't do that. You understand what I'm saying?
Horn's breathing heavy.
Horn said, I'll test his soul. I think it's quite the opposite. He's testing Horn's soul.
He's pushing him around. You can see that redness above the right eye as he sends back Horn. Crawford's in control here in round 5, giving the best of the Aussie. And now this thing's getting real ugly. There was so much talk from the Horn camp. Some of it bothering Bud Crawford, saying it's just stupid. It's the sense yesterday when we met with Bud Crawford, he wasn't in a good mood. There was a nastiness to his disposition.
Tries to be dispassionate or pretend nothing bothers him. He's one of these guys who needs to feel deeply personal. He needs to feel some affront.
When something good happens, that's exactly what happened in the 10th round against Manny Pacquiao when he was almost TKO'd in the 9th.
Yes, absolutely. I think him, by doing so, by just rushing in, leaping in like that.
He also said, I want to see broken rhythm pressure. Explain that to us.
Broken rhythm pressure is basically moving, you know, giving him different looks, giving him different fronts, thinking he's going to attack him.
I thought Pacquiao, the Horn fight, came up against the limits of his size and his age. Right now, Horn is coming up, at least against Crawford, the limits of his talent.
Horn, right now he's choosing to sit back and just wait on Horn to come in.
He can walk him down.
Yes.
He can fight going backward. Horn can do one thing.
And that's come forward.
And now.
He's trying. I mean, he's giving his best foot forward.
Rushton says you just got to land a few shots. It's a lot easier said than done, even on the inside.
Good uppercut that time from Bud Crawford. The left hand landed. Good body shot as well. Remember, he scored his undisputed championship with a body shot knockout of Julius Ndongo.
Yes, and I want to see more body punches from Terence. He's taking the well, but those body shots will have an effect later on.
With whatever the terms of combat are. You want to go inside? Okay, I'm good there. You want to be in the middle of the ring? Okay, I'm good there.
We're not sparred. Now he's going downstairs. That took the air out of Horn right there. When you get to the championship rounds, you'll see.
Halfway through the title fight, and Crawford in control. Chadwick Boseman is sitting ringside for this fight on ESPN+. Wahlberg also here tonight, as Rick Ross and many NFL stars to come see the great Bud Crawford.
I think it was like jabs on Terence early on.
Bomac just wants Terence to keep working that body, wear him down, and that's all he wants.
Timmy, you say you want to see more of that. Mark?
But it also means that he's out of strategic options.
Correct.
Yes.
They need that miracle. They need to find that magic that they found somehow late against Pacquiao. But this isn't Manny Pacquiao in the autumn of his career.
They need Terence to make a mistake.
And he is athletically superior.
Yes, he is. Warren having a little success right there with that double right hand. See, everything is all set up by the jab from Crawford.
Lead left hand from Crawford. Every attempt as he did in rounds 1. Goes with the left hand to the body as well. And then as Horn stepped forward, another left hand that connects to the body. Oh, left uppercut nearly tagged him solid as he came forward that time. By the way, there was so much made of the judging in the fight against Pacquiao for Jeff Horn. And then there was the review of the score, the Pacquiao controversy that ensued. And that is the case with Adam Pike.
I don't think it's going to come down to the judges, nor is it going to come down to the referee. What would Robert do? What would Robert Byrd do?
Speaking of referees, we have one of the veterans sitting with us ringside tonight. Joe Cortez is our ESPN Plus unofficial judge, and he sees a clean sweep for Crawford.
Crawford switched back right-handed. And he did that because he wanted to land that left hook to the
now
body.
orthodox is Bud Crawford. There is the left hook, and this is where he can be most dangerous, Mark.
When Crawford goes to the right hand, that's when he's looking for the knockout.
Just over a minute to go in round number 8. From that right hand stance now. That right hand's his power punch. That left hook is deadly. There it is as it backs up Jeff Horn. And now back to southpaw for Omaha's best.
Now the right hand right there that snuck in. Crawford will lay on his, see him lay on that left side.
Punching between punches and a flush left hand. And here comes Bud on the attack. Half minute to go in round 8. Can he finish him? Strafing shots to the head. Horn is hurt. Body shot lands with the right hand as well. Off balance is the Aussie. Left hand came just short. Will he soon be a 3-division champion?
With a round like that in evidence, if you're Glenn Rushton and you love your fighter, how long do you let this thing go on?
He's a tough guy, is Horn.
He's the champion. You let it go on.
He got caught with a left hand. Remember, round number 9, that was the round when Pacquiao nearly got rid of him as well. But Horn fought back, dominated the finish of that fight to go on and win a controversial decision.
Good point, but if there's no strategic alternative, if it's just motivational speak.
Yeah,
exactly.
Young man worked hard to get the title. Let him fight it out. Only takes one punch.
He has been thoroughly dominated. He has been hurt. He has been outclassed. And he's still coming forward.
He knows that he doesn't have the power on his punches like he did early in the fight. So now he's stepping to him and he's making him pay every chance he gets.
It's about 5 years from now. It's about 10 years from now. You saw his wife and his kid at ringside. It's a consideration. And if he can't win the fight, I'm not expecting Jeff Horn to quit, but I'm expecting his corner to at least factor that in. I don't think we're there yet.
I mean, I get you, but
it's a consideration.
I disagree because he's still in there fighting. He's still in there trying. Terence is sharpshooting right now.
Big left hand, right hook, uppercut, sends him back. Another left hand and a knockdown seconds to go here in round number 9. Let's see what Crawford does with it. Here he comes. Backs him up with a left hand again. Horns in the corner. Uppercut lands. Crawford on the attack. That's it. It's over. It's over. We celebrated an undefeated triple count winner in New York today, and now a triple division world champ here in Vegas. Bud Crawford on top of the world.
I'm just gonna let everybody know right now the welterweight division got a new monster in it. His name is Terence Crawford. Y'all better get to work.
He is the judge.
He is tough for anybody in the welterweight division.
We have been blessed on ESPN to watch Vasily Lomachenko. You just saw Bud Crawford. Who's the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world?
2 minutes 33 seconds of round number 9. The winner by TKO victory, and now the new undefeated WBO welterweight champion of the world, Terence